a couple of years ago, Angie said. I think you were in Paris, at culinary school at the time. And you didn't mention it? Angie just looked at her, and Mel nodded. Yeah. She wouldn't have told Angie if her high school crush had gotten married either. Oh, wait. Her crush had been Tate Harper, and he had gotten married 6 months ago, to Angie. But you're going to marry Joe, Angie said. And you had a much deeper and longer-lasting crush on Joe than on Danny, right? Well, of course. But I can't believe he married her, Mel said. She shuddered. I mean, he was captain of the basketball team, and totally out of my league in high school, and she was the homecoming queen, so I guess it makes sense. But I always hoped he'd meet someone... Mel's voice trailed off. She was not going to say it out loud. More like you, Angie guessed. This was the problem with besties. They knew you too well. No, not like me, Mel said. She felt the need to protest, even though they both knew she was full of it. But someone more like me than her. Uh-huh, Angie said. She lowered her head and glanced at Mel through her eyelashes. I can't believe you're going to let Cassidy Havers keep you from our reunion. Don't even try it, Mel said. You can't manipulate me into going. You're not that good. But what about the commission? Angie asked. 500 cupcakes, with little 15s on them, and we can do them in the school colors of gold and black. They will look so cool. And we can use them on our website for advertising and get even more reunion jobs. Nope, Mel said. I'm not interested. She frosted several more cupcakes and added the sprinkles. Angie didn't move. She just stood there, glaring. Mel knew she was formulating her argument to get Mel on her side. It was never going to happen, not only because Angie didn't have her older brother Joe DeLaura's lawyerly gifts, but also because Mel would not be budged on this. She had less than no interest in seeing anyone from her graduating class. Ever. So, the idea of strutting into our reunion, looking amazing, as a successful business owner and renowned pastry chef, doesn't appeal to you in the least? Angie asked. Not even a little, Mel said. I could not care less what those people think. And the thought of sashaying into the room on prominent Assistant County Attorney Joe DeLaura's arm, while flashing that dazzling sparkler of a ring he gave you, does nothing for you either? Angie asked. Not a thing, Mel said. I'm thrilled to be engaged to Joe, but he's not a trophy husband. You sure about that? Angie asked. Because I'm pretty sure every woman in our high school, including a few of the teachers, had a thing for Joe. It was true. Mel had to concede that. But she wasn't about to say it out loud, or Angie would have her at the reunion so fast her cupcakes would have whiplash. I'm sure Joe would be flattered to hear that, she said. She hefted one large tray of cupcakes onto her shoulder and carried it to the walk-in cooler for delivery tomorrow morning. When she came back out, she noted that Angie had her chin set in a defiant tilt. Oh boy, she wasn't going to let it go. Mel lifted the second tray and carried that one into the cooler as well. There was no avoiding Angie as Mel began to clean the steel work table. Cupcakes were a gloriously messy business. She glanced down at her apron to find some dollops of frosting stuck on the front. She smiled. Despite what she'd said to Angie, she was thrilled with how successful their enterprise, Fairy Tale Cupcakes, had become, and would have loved to brag about it. When she had started the business with her two childhood best friends, Angie DeLaura, now Harper, and Tate Harper, a few years ago, she had never envisioned the level of success they had achieved. She knew a lot of it was because of Tate's brilliant business acumen, but she didn't think he could have made them a success if the product she toiled over, the cupcakes, wasn't top-notch. You realize